By the grace of God, I will live for Him. I will trust His power to keep from sin. I will never doubt, but resist the foe. I will grow in the race as I onward go. Now that's done by the grace of God.
196.
196. By His grace, this one takes place too. How safe is the soul that abides in the Lord, securely from sin away. His anchor, the promise of God's written word, to keep him by night and by day. That wicked one toucheth him not, that wicked one toucheth him not. He keepeth himself in the love of the Lord, and the wicked one toucheth him not. How firm the foundation upon which he built a structure to glorify God. How wondrous the power of the Savior that shield from all who about tempters are flood. That wicked one toucheth him not, that wicked one toucheth him not. He keepeth himself in the love of the Lord, and the wicked one toucheth him not. A wall of salvation upon every side, strong bulwark presents to the foe, and in every conflict, though sorely he strive, they shield will ward off every blow. That wicked one toucheth him not, that wicked one toucheth him not. He keepeth himself in the love of the Lord, and the wicked one toucheth him not. He trusts in the Lord and obeys His commands. God giveth him grace from on high, to count all things joyful while holy he stands, and Jesus his helper is nigh. That wicked one toucheth him not, that wicked one toucheth him not. He keepeth himself in the love of the Lord, and the wicked one toucheth him not. You notice that last verse, the order the way all this went, said he trusts in the Lord and obeys His command. Then it said God giveth him grace from on high. So by faith we move out, and He supplies what we have need.
239.
239. Take my life and let it be consecrated Lord to Thee. Take my hands and let them move at the impulse of
our time of prayer. We also offer up sacrifices of thanksgiving. We have Thanksgiving tonight.
special song this evening. Good evening. I'm sure by the title I've written on the board, how long has it been? Some of y'all probably have a song going through your head a little bit, and that's where this thought came from. And I need y'all's prayers. I have a heavy burden tonight. I want to be able to deliver it the way the Lord wants it delivered. It's very serious. Very thankful for that song, At the Feet of God. It's very important that we spend time at the feet of God, and it goes very well with the thought that I have tonight. I want the words that are said tonight to be from the Lord and not from me, because it's probably going to get a little close. And it's getting close because it got real close to me too. And I just ask that y'all, as we go through some of these questions and thoughts, that you look long and hard and think about the things that we talk about tonight. Not likely to be up here real long, but I can tell you, if it's anything like what the Lord's been dealing with me, it's enough to chew on for a while. It's enough to go on for a while. Just for kind of sake of space and titling things for electronic stuff, I didn't include it, but you could consider this part 3 of Examine Yourself. The verse, I don't remember the reference, but examine yourself if you be in the faith. In case you can't tell, the Lord has been having me examine myself pretty close the last little while. And I want to be found worthy when I get to the end, that I can enjoy the crown and enjoy the Lord telling me, come on in. You did a good job. You did exactly what I wanted you to do. Yeah, there are some rough patches, but that's not going to matter at that point. What's going to matter then is, was I faithful to the end, the best that I knew and understood? Was I faithful with everything that was given to me, the best to my abilities? Yes, we're going to stumble. Yes, we're going to mess up. We heard about that this morning. As Christians, yes, there's going to be some times we may say a sharp word, but there's something that we can do about that. I want to get ahead of myself. I want to read a little bit of the song, the title that I wrote on the board, How Long Has It Been? I'm going to read the first 2 lines. How long has it been since you talked with the Lord and told him your heart's hidden secrets? We'll start there. How long has it been since you talked with the Lord? I would dare say that most of us, probably all of us, pray probably at least once a day. But, and this is where I was challenged, how long has it been since you didn't say, I know this was written by a man, but the thought is so good. It's not just how long has it been since you prayed. How long has it been since you talked with the Lord? Not talked at the Lord, not gave him a laundry list of the things that you're thankful for. Yes, we should thank the Lord for things, but how often do we get in a rut? Thank you for the good day. Thank you for my home. Thank you for the safety on the road. Thank you for... Those are good things. But how often do we get into a rut where we're just talking at the Lord, giving him the laundry list of all the things that I'm thankful for and all the things that I need. I need this, I need this. I need you to bless me with this. You know how it goes. You get up in the morning and say your prayer. I'm not accusing anybody of doing that, but I know my tendency. I know how I've handled things at times. How long has it been since you can look back and honestly say, I had a heart-to-heart talk with the Lord, and I shared him some deep things, some hidden things that I don't maybe talk about to anybody else. I've got some things that, Lord, I'm coming to you. I don't know, this is bigger than me. This is way bigger than me. It's bigger than any of my friends know how to handle. It's bigger than anyone else. But I'm coming to you because I can come to the feet of God. And that song said, still the same. It's the same God that parted the waters for Moses. It's the same God who floated the ark for Noah. It's the same God who did all these things, who put this whole earth in motion. He's the same God who stopped the sun or the moon or the earth or something. Something stopped whenever he made the sun stand still. We don't know exactly what all stood still, but we know the sun didn't move relative to the earth for a little while. He's the same God who did all that. And he's still the same God as the one who came down, walked on this earth with us, with humans, and died on the cross. And he wants to hear all of my dark, dirty, hidden secrets that maybe we don't tell anyone else. Maybe no one else even has a clue that I feel this way. And Lord, I don't know why I feel this way, but I'm coming to you. How long has it been since you talked with the Lord? How long has it been, not just in passing, but Lord, I'm here to talk. I'm here. I need a blessing. How long have you stayed that way? The song goes on to say, how long since you prayed? How long since you stayed on your knees till the light shone through? And that may not literally mean for hours and hours you stay on your knees. It might. But how long have you stayed with it and prayed and truly sought the Lord? Not just, like I said, in passing, the Lord, I need help, and then you just go try to fix it yourself. How long have you stayed on your knees until the light shone through? Say, Lord, I'm begging you for help. But there's a part of that. It's so easy to say, Lord, I'm staying on my knees, and Lord, I'm going to stay right here till you answer me. That's not always how the Lord works either. There's a part that we have to play. It's an attitude of heart. I'm going to go ahead and read the verses that kind of spark some of these thoughts in the song. It's in Psalm 27. There's 2 verses. We'll read them both. Psalm 27 and 4, and then we'll skip down to the 8th verse. Psalm 27 and 4. This is the mindset we have to have. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. And then, verse 8, and this is what I want to be able to say honestly every time. When thou saidst, seek my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, I'll seek. When you tell me to seek your face, you can count on it. I'm going to be on my face seeking you. I want an answer. But it's not going to be that I'm going to just demand my laundry list of, Lord, I'm going to stay here. I've been guilty of that before. I've done that, and then you kind of feel frustrated when the answer doesn't come. It's like, Lord, I'm going to stay right here, and by my willpower, I'm going to pray till an answer comes. And then you pray, and what happens when you do that? This is my experience. I know what happened to me. Is you start praying, and all of a sudden it feels like your prayers are bouncing back off and hitting you back in the top of the head because, yeah, I'm praying, but I wasn't talking to the Lord. I had my own agenda. I had my own thought of, this is what I'm going to do, Lord, and this is your time frame. I'm going to pray right here, and I'm not getting up. And listen, I know people have done that and done it with the right spirit, okay? I know that is one way the Lord works, is to stay on your knees until you get an answer. I'm not knocking that. I'm just telling you what has happened to me before with my own carnal attitude of, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to pray for hours if I have to, and I'm going to get an answer. That's not how it always works. How long are you going to stay on your knees till the light shone through? How long has it been since your mind felt at ease? How long since your heart knew no burden? Can you call him your friend? How long has it been since you knew that he cared for you? I know that, we grew up this way, and I know the Lord cares for me. Yeah, I know he created me, all that. I'm created in the image of God. Before I was formed in the womb, he knew me. Oh, I know all those things. I grew up learning all those things. I knew. How long since I knew? I hope I can get my burden out. It's not, there's more to those words than just, I know this. It's how long have you known it? Not just knew it because you were taught it. How long have you known it because you experienced that? I know that he cares for me deeply. He cares for me more than any human on earth could even think of caring for me. He died on the cross for me, went through horrible humiliation for me. He cared for me. How long has it been since you realized that? How long has it been since you knew that he cared for you, that he wanted to answer your prayer, but maybe something that I'm doing is holding him back from saying, I can't answer your prayer because of the way you're praying it. I can't answer your prayer because you're not talking to me. You're talking at me. You're not praying with your spirit. You're not here with me. You're here in front of me, just listen to all your requirements that you want. How long has it been? I'm going to get a little closer. Jesus, when he left us with one job. That's to go into all the world and make disciples of all the nations. That was the Great Commission, was to make disciples of the nations. Doesn't necessarily mean that we're all going to go out literally into all the world. But what it does mean is that we're going to live a life in front of all of our world. I'm going to live a life in front of the world. I'm going to live a life in front of, and maybe it does mean we're going to go across the ocean. I don't know. That's for the Lord to choose at some day. But our job, he gave us one job. Make it to heaven, bring as many people as you can with you, and tell as many people as you can. Not always convenient to do that. It's not always convenient to put our own dreams and desires aside to do what the Lord wants us to do. It's not always easy to pray that prayer honestly. Whenever you kind of suspect what the Lord might want you to do, it's not always easy to pray that prayer of, Lord, what would you have me to do? And actually mean it. How long has it been since you got down on your knees and prayed? Lord, what would you have me to do? Where would you have me to be? What song would you like me to call? What testimony would you like me to give? What special song would you like me to sing? How long has it been? How long has it been since you... And look, I'm not talking at any person. I'm talking to me too. Okay? I don't want anyone to feel like I'm attacking them because I have no one in mind. I'm just telling you what the Lord has been dealing with me on and dealing with. I feel like it's important. This isn't something that we can mess around with. This isn't something for us to be lazy about. This isn't something for us to just say, oh, someone else will take care of it. Because one day, you're going to be the one that needs to step up. One day, it's going to fall on your shoulders. I've had those experiences at work. I realize now, it wasn't that long ago, I told my wife, I told Andrea, suddenly I find myself, I always kind of felt like I'm the younger one in the group. And it doesn't seem that long ago since I got out of college and I was a new guy. And you just kind of can tend to think that way as you go through, not realizing that suddenly you're the one responsible. I find that I'm we call it the SME, the subject matter expert. I find it now very frequently, I'm the subject matter expert on the phone call. I'm the one that's going to take the heat if something goes wrong. I'm the one, and if I'm not holding myself, spending that time with the Lord, I'm now switching back to spiritual, at some day, that's going to fall on me. And if I'm not ready, it's going to be like what Paul said, I don't remember which letter it was in, where he said, you're going to find yourself, you should have been on meat, and you're still on milk. And basically the gist of that is shame on you. Shame on you. There was, he was talking, I don't remember if it was the Corinthians or who it was, but he was talking to them saying, at what time you should have been ready to do something. You should have been able to help these people. You should have been there. You've had everything you need. You've got it. When you should have been on meat, you're still drinking milk. You're still on the light stuff. Lord, help us, because I don't want to be caught up in that situation where suddenly it falls on my shoulders and I'm not ready because I haven't been spending the time with the Lord, or I haven't been being honest with myself or with the Lord, of telling him my deep hidden secrets, of Lord, I don't really want to do this. And he can, in the right attitude, we can do that. We can tell him anything. Lord, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this, but with your help, I'm willing. Like Mary said, if she would have known all the things that she had to go through, I don't know. you look at her and put the human emotions to it, because she was a human, she was a real person. She said, "Be it unto me as the Lord has said," or she basically said, "Here I am. Whatever you said, I'm willing to do it." Mary was a young girl when she said it, and suddenly she found that was on her shoulders. It was time. It was time to step up. Isaiah, same thing. There was something going on, and the cherubim showed up, and I think he asked the question of who was going to go, and Isaiah said, "Well, here I am. You can send me." And he was willing. He had spent time. It was obvious that Isaiah had spent time on his knees till the light shone through. Daniel's another one. He got sent off as a young man to a strange country, and he was ready. He was ready. You think Daniel? I think Daniel could have gave me an answer if I would have asked him, "Daniel, how long has it been since you talked to the Lord?" Well, I guess it's about. I do it 3 times a day, so about. Because Daniel wasn't just. Daniel had something. For him, whenever he knew what the consequences were for him to go talk to the Lord, and he did it anyway, I think Daniel was talking to the Lord when he was up by his window. He was talking to the Lord. It wasn't just, "Lord, here I am again. I'm doing my 3 o'clock prayer. I'm doing my 9 o'clock prayer. Go ahead and check this box." That's not what Daniel was doing. By the fruit of his life, he was talking to the Lord, and he had something. And it sounds like he was talking to the Lord while he's in the lion's den. Sounds like there are some things going on in that lion's den that we probably will never know about. That there was something special that happened to Daniel that night. There are some things I strongly believe that the Lord was sitting right there with Daniel during that night. And he will be for us too. Whenever we have to go through, when the Lord calls on us to do something that in our own self we don't want to do, or I'm not big enough or strong enough or have the spiritual fortitude to do it. I about promise you Daniel didn't feel that either all the time. Whenever Nebuchadnezzar wanted his dream told and he was going to kill all the wise men, Daniel, hold up, I'll get you an answer in the morning. Give us a little bit. He had confidence that he would go to prayer and say, "Lord, here I am, Lord. I need you. You know what's going on." He was praying for something that, to me, if anyone would tell me that, "Hey, I need you to pray that the Lord would reveal a dream that nobody knows but Nebuchadnezzar himself, that suddenly we'll be able to conjure up this dream and tell him the whole dream," because Nebuchadnezzar himself didn't even remember. So how's he going to know if I get it right? How's he going to know if I get the dream right too? I'm just putting myself in Daniel's shoes. I don't know how I would have handled that myself, but Daniel obviously knew. I've been talking with the Lord. He knows all my hidden secrets, and he's been revealing to me some deep things of the Lord. I know I can go to him for this, but I have a feeling he had the same attitude that his friends did. But if not, it's all right. I'm going to go out happy. I'm going to go out and meet my Lord. I'll get a fast track to heaven if not. And that's what it seemed like the Hebrew children, the Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, had that attitude as well of, "So be it. This is where I stand." I think it was Martin Luther said, "Here I stand. I cannot do otherwise." That's basically what the 3 Hebrew children said. Look, we're not careful answering this matter. This is where we stand, and this is what we're going to do. And the Lord can save us, but if not, it's okay. How long has it been since we've been able to honestly go to the Lord and get to that place? "Lord, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to do that. I'd really like to be able to have this house. I'd like to live here. I'd like to do this. But if not, Lord, it's okay." How long has it been since we were honest with ourselves and with the Lord on what he wanted me to do? I mentioned earlier some things simple things. It doesn't always mean that we're going to go to the ends of the earth. It just means being willing to be used by the Lord. Whenever he says, "I need you to do this, I need you to be here," that I'm there and that I'm not found short. Like Paul was talking to the like I said, I don't remember which ones it was, about needing to be on strong on meat, but I'm still on milk. Lord, help me.
It's 1 Corinthians.
1 Corinthians. So he's talking.
About the 3rd chapter.
So he was talking to the Corinthians, telling them, this is where you are, and this is where you could have been. I want the Lord to be able to look down on me and to be able to call me his friend. That's what the last stanza of both verses of this song says. Can you call him your friend? I'll go ahead and just say right now, yes, I can. If you can't, if it has been a long time or you don't remember the last time, that's okay too, because you can start now. God is ready and waiting. Just like the prodigal son, that picture is so beautiful to me of when the son had been out wasting his time and money and resources, wasting the things that when you could ask him, how long has it been since you talked to your dad? How long has it been since you were there with him? And he probably could tell you when, but it had been a long time. But the picture we have is whenever that son decided to come back, the father was apparently had been every day watching, because he saw the son from afar off and made all kinds of preparations, and I can just picture him running to meet him. There's a song that talks about that. It's called "When God Came Running," and it talked about how when God came running to me, when I started going to him, God's just waiting. So he's coming my way. I'm going to go meet him. I'm going to go grab him and hug him. I want him to be I want him. And he wants all of us. He doesn't want any of us to be pushed away, but there has to be an attitude that we have to want to come back. Like Brother Rod was saying this morning, yeah, well, I can say I'm sorry, but there has to be some action behind that of, okay, now I've got to do some changing. Yes, Lord, I'm sorry, but now I want to start spending some time with you. One thing have I desired of the Lord that I will seek after. One thing. Not that there's not other things. Of course there's life we have to live. But one thing, the most important thing. How long has it been since that has been the case? One thing have I desired, the most important thing of my life, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. And my prayer and my goal is when he says, seek my face, Jared, seek my face, that I'll be able to say, yes, Lord, your face I'm going to seek. And that I'll be able to get on my face and seek the Lord with all of my heart and talk to him, not just giving him my laundry list, but talk to him as a friend and as my Father. Y'all pray for me. I want to be true.